Alright, today we're taking a drive in the new Suzuki Fronx, a compact crossover that blends Suzuki's familiar simplicity with a bit of boldness and tech. Let's take a look around and see what this mild hybrid has to offer. Under the hood, the Fronx comes with a 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine paired with Suzuki's mild hybrid system. It uses a small integrated starter generator and a compact lithium-ion battery that gives the engine a little boost during acceleration and improves fuel efficiency. This makes around 100 horsepower and 135 newton meters of torque. This particular variant comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission, sending power to the front wheels. The Fronx rides on stylish 16-inch alloy wheels, which fill out the arches nicely and give it that slightly rugged stance. In terms of safety, Suzuki equipped the Fronx with 6 airbags, electronic stability control, hill hold assist, and ISOFIX anchor points for child seats. Trunk capacity is also quite practical at around 300 liters, expandable when you fold the rear seats. Inside, the Fronx feels familiar yet fresh. Space-wise, it's comparable to my family's Toyota Yaris Cross. Enough room for 4 adults to ride comfortably, although it's rated to carry 5 passengers total. The seats are honestly one of my favorite parts of this car. Suzuki nailed the design here. The bolstering holds you in place just right, and the cushioning feels more like a sofa or recliner than a compact crossover seat. You can definitely do long drives in comfort. The interior color choices also deserve a mention. They make the cabin feel lively without being over the top. No sunroof here, but honestly, that's fine by me. As for tech, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which connect quickly and stay stable throughout the drive. The SGX and GLX variants also come with a 9-inch infotainment display, which looks crisp and is pretty responsive. And if you go for the top spec SGX, you get a heads-up display, a 360-degree camera, and Suzuki's full suite of advanced driver assist features, including dual sensor brake support, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross traffic alert. For its price point, that's a lot of tech and safety packed in. Out on the road, the Fronx feels surprisingly quick. For a mild hybrid, it actually has some power when you put your foot down. The electric assist helps fill in that initial lag from the small engine, so it feels lively in city traffic and confident enough for overtaking. Steering feel is what you'd expect from Suzuki. Light, easy to maneuver, but with just enough feedback so it doesn't feel disconnected. It's great for tight city roads and parking situations. I also have to give credit to the paddle shifters. They feel really tactile and clicky, even better than the ones you'd find in some Toyotas. Makes manual mode genuinely fun to use. Braking feel was also worth noting. Unlike most hybrids that tend to have an overly sensitive regenerative brake, the Fronx's brake pedal feels completely natural, like a regular gas-powered car. The transition between regen and mechanical braking is quite seamless. Looking at the driver's view, the Fronx keeps things refreshingly familiar. It's got an actual physical instrument cluster with a tachometer on the left and a speedometer on the right, a layout that's simple, timeless, and easy to read even at a glance. The tachometer is surprisingly useful too, especially during more spirited drives. It clearly shows when the engine is nearing redline, which gives you that mechanical feedback that's slowly disappearing in most modern cars. You actually feel more connected with what the car's doing. What's also interesting is that, unlike most hybrids, the Fronx's mild hybrid system still lets you take control of your gears through its manual mode. It's a small detail, but one that driving enthusiasts will appreciate, especially since the paddle shifters feel well designed with a solid, satisfying click every time you upshift or downshift. And if you go for the SGX variant, Suzuki adds a clever touch, a heads-up display that pops up from the dash. It's not projected directly onto the windshield like in some Hyundais or newer Chinese brands, but it's still a thoughtful piece of innovation coming from a legacy Japanese manufacturer. It shows just how much Suzuki is blending traditional driving feel with modern tech without overcomplicating things. Another thing that really stood out to me is the suspension tuning on the Fronx. Going over bumps and rough patches, it's actually less jarring than what you'd feel in Daihatsu made Toyotas. There's a bit more softness in how it absorbs impacts, which makes city driving and uneven roads a lot more comfortable. Underneath, it runs a McPherson strut suspension up front and a torsion beam setup at the rear. It's a pretty standard layout for cars in this segment, but Suzuki seems to have tuned it really well for daily use, firm enough for stability, yet compliant enough for comfort. The Fronx also comes stock with Goodyear Assurance Triple Max tires, and that might be helping with the overall ride quality too. Overall, the Suzuki Fronx impressed me with how well-rounded it is. It's stylish, packed with features, drives well, and feels genuinely premium for the price. And honestly, coming from a non-Chinese brand just fills me with joy. If you're looking for something compact, efficient, and loaded with safety tech, the Fronx is definitely worth checking out. Thank you so much for watching this POV test drive of the new Suzuki Fronx. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more POV drives and reviews just like this. Once again, my gratitude goes out to Autocentral Group Cebu for letting me take the Suzuki Fronx out for a test drive today. I really appreciate their support in making this video possible. I'll see you in the next one.